I have been asked to share, to talk to camera indeed, and to share a reflection on Our Lady of Good Friday. And of course, as we all know, the Church has dedicated the month of May to Our Lady. And I'm finding now that it is Our Lady of Good Friday that really stirs up my devotion to her. And even just saying that brings me back to that scene in the Gospel when Mary presented her child Jesus to the temple as the law required, and Simeon saying to her, "Your own soul a sword shall pierce." St. Alphonsus, the founder of the Redemptorists, wrote what became a world-famous Way of the Cross. And with regard to the fourth station, this is how he introduces it, and I'll quote from him. "Consider the meeting of the Son and the Mother which took place on this journey. Jesus and Mary beheld each other, and their looks became as so many darts that wounded those hearts that loved each other so tenderly." Now, we've all heard, I'm sure, the saying that the eyes are the windows of the soul. The eyes are the windows of the soul. I mentioned that saying to a friend of mine recently, and he said, "That sounds like something Shakespeare would say and write." Well, it was not Shakespeare, who did say a lot of good things and was so quotable. It wasn't Shakespeare who said that. You'll find these words actually in the book of Proverbs, in the Old Testament part of the Bible. The eyes are the windows of the soul. They can show love as well as hatred. They can show joy as well as sadness. They don't lie. Believe me, the eyes don't lie. So look at them. Look at your own eyes in the mirror, if you like. You will see, first of all, are you well or are you sick? It will all show up in the eyes. Love, of course, will stand out as well as hatred. Joy as well as sadness. Yes, the eyes don't lie. Now, each year in Clonard, on Good Friday, just as the other churches in the city of Belfast, we have a very special liturgy. There is no Mass, but there is Holy Communion. And what stands out very much is the veneration of the cross. when we are all invited, one by one, to come up and stand before the cross and venerate it. And before there was COVID, we used to touch the cross. That was a sacred moment. But in the afternoon of Good Friday, we had a special celebration of the Way of the Cross. And it was, and is still, dramatically performed by a group of well-trained and dedicated young people. I always look forward to that. For me, at any rate, the theologian and spiritual writer named von Balthasar, he makes a telling point. He says that fatal journey to Calvary, in which Our Lady looked into the eyes of Jesus, who had fallen under the weight of the cross. And that look in Mary's eyes, I can't describe it. The pain at seeing such terrible, barbarous crucifixion, which the Romans taught up and was reserved for the worst criminals and murderers. Yes, Mary suffered with Jesus every single bit of the way. And he suffered to see her suffer. That way of the cross. Mary actually is so inconspicuous. This may surprise you. She's so inconspicuous that the synoptic Gospels, that is those of Matthew, Mark, and Luke, they seem not to have seen her. They don't mention her. But then comes that moment with John beside Mary at the foot of the cross, looking up at the dying Jesus. And as he was dying, he says to Mary, "Behold your son." And to St. John, "Behold your mother." Ah, yes, Good Friday, wonderful Good Friday. And it will come round again next year.